Y'all. Atlanta is finally back. Oh my gosh, I have been waiting. I am so excited that Atlanta is back. Season 17 has premiered. I've watched it. I have my notes about it because y'all know I almost dropped my phone. Jesus Christ, I got slippery hands. I just came out the shower, y'all. My bad. Anyways, I got my notes on my phone here. Okay, we need to talk. Y'all, the intro to the episode, I was like, who is sitting in that chair? Who is sitting in that chair? And I had my suspicions, and I was like, maybe they're gonna bring someone back. And I'm like, it's not Nene, it ain't Candy. I'm like, who is sitting? And then when our supermodel bestie Cynthia Bailey turned around, I was like, y'all, this is gonna be a great season. This is gonna be a great season. That was a great intro. Out of all the intros that we've gotten from Atlanta over the years and from other franchises, that was an intro. So bravo, you did your thing there. Now, who do we start off with? You know what, let's start off with our newest addition, Pinky Cole. I don't have opinions or critiques about her yet. By the way, follow me on social media and don't forget to hit subscribe on this video. Yeah, I don't really have an opinion about her. There's something I need more. I think I need about 2 or 3 more episodes to really understand who she is. I know she was listing off all of her accomplishments, her accolades and everything, but I'm like, who are you? Like, yeah, you've done a lot. You've succeeded, you've achieved a lot of things, but I want to know who you are as a person. Because you can have all these awards, but like, who are you? You know what I mean? But I want to know who Pinky Cole is as a person. The most I really got out of her in terms of personality or like just something to know is that she is a sorority sister with K. Michelle. Pinky Cole, she cool. She cool. Okay, Phaedra, she's being Phaedra. Nothing new, nothing different. We love Phaedra for being herself. Love her personality, her funny jokes during her confessionals, her facial expressions at like dinners and stuff with the girls. Love it. Angela, child. The marriage is still together, okay? The marriage is still together. Charles is still being Charles. Angela is still being Angela. I think we're getting more out of Charles this season now that he's kind of understood how this TV show works. Angela, she's there. She's a great addition, honestly, to the cast. I love her. She kind of gives me Cynthia Bailey energy in terms of like her positioning in the group. So I'm glad she's still here and I hope to see her for many more seasons. Kelly, child. Can we talk about Kelly bringing up the ghost of Simon and how Bravo literally edited the ghost of Simon walking through the house? Oh my gosh, that had to be one of the funniest moments of the entire episode. I was cackling every single time that they popped up Simon's face like he was a ghoul, like he was a demon. The way they edited this man walking through the house. Oh my gosh, that was a highlight. I love that Kelly even said the ghost of Simon to give them that idea, to have him just kind of floating around. Her friend Trey, can we talk about the fact that everyone said Trey is everybody's man? But then Kelly's talking about like, oh, you know, I'm dating, da 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 da. Like, girl, if everyone has been with this man, I don't think this is the man you want to have long term. If you're just having your fun, go for it. But long term, honey, no. You can do better, and you know you can do better. You got daughters to think of. Set an example, girl. The one thing I will say about Kelly is that she called out Pinky. And this kind of gave an insight to who Pinky is. And this is why I say I need a few more episodes to kind of get a real feel for who Pinky Cole is. Kelly said that she doesn't think Pinky is a girl's girl. You know, left her on red and all sorts of things. And I'm like, ooh, Kelly's pretty good when it comes to picking up people's energies. So I'm going to trust Kelly's opinion for now. But it's not looking good. Pinky Cole's first episode premiering in Atlanta. She might be like Angel from, what's the other franchise? Was it Potomac? Yeah, Potomac. She might be like Angel from Potomac and just dip after one season. We'll see. Drew still got Ralph in her basement. Girl, can you just finalize that divorce if y'all are getting divorced? If you're not getting divorced and y'all just gonna be separated, just get the man out your basement. This is not a good look. I know you're doing it for the kids and whatnot. Get that man out your basement, please. And honey, stop with you having a friend. We all know he ain't no friend. That man was on FaceTime with you for 3 hours for a dinner. Ain't no male friend doing that. He's just sitting there with his little ring light, like they said. Like, come on now. Come on. No, Drew, you can do better. If you're gonna introduce a man to the group, introduce him properly. Drew is still shady as ever, saying that K. Michelle was a singer. And I was like, oh wait, is she still a singer? Girl, K. Michelle is more of a singer than you. Come on now. Drew is being Drew. Oh my gosh, she being so shady. And she was shady about Shamia's husband and his whereabouts. Girl, at least she has a husband. It's giving jealousy. She want to be the villain again. Okay, we finna talk about Shamia. Her and Portia are not best friends anymore. And understandable, because the way the season ended last year, ooh, you can tell that shit was on the rocks. But when Shamia was doing the miming during her confessionals of like Portia's text messages, she's like, I was cackling on my couch because the way she was miming Portia's text, I'm like, I can see Portia acting like this. Like, she was giving full Portia facial expressions and attitude. It made me laugh so freaking hard. Props to her for having a rum company in Grenada. I would love to hear more about it. Grenada is actually the neighboring island to my mom's island of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So if I can get the product while I'm down there, when I'm on vacation this summer, again, I would love to know more. So hopefully they do talk about it more as time goes on, because I'm trying to hop over and get me a bottle. And her apology being on YouTube. Girl, you couldn't just send a text? You can just text somebody and be like, I apologize for my behavior if I offended you. You could have copied and pasted the same text to every single person, just send out an apology that way. Putting it on a YouTube channel, I get she's doing it publicly because she couldn't do it on the show because it wasn't filming at the time. But still, girl, come on. If you really want to apologize to these girls, you could have done individual texts, which she probably did to certain people. It's not that big of a deal, so I'm not really going to go in on it. But like, I thought it was kind of funny, but also like, girl, you're grown. Do better. Oh, her and Kelly being BFFs. I didn't see that coming, but at the same time I did, because them two really do click better than Shamia and Portia. I feel like Shamia and Portia are friends mostly because they've known each other for so long. So it's kind of like a friendship that you can't fully cut off, but you're also not fully invested into it anymore. And it's just like they've grown apart, but not really. It's a weird kind of connection that they have with one another. But her being best friends with Kelly, I actually would love to see that more throughout the season. And hopefully it's a true, genuine friendship and it sticks. The way Shamia talked about like, oh yeah, Kelly has like watched my kids, like that, I feel like it is a proper friendship between the two of them. And I just want to see it flourish, because typically on these housewife shows, you don't see a lot of like good female friendships. It's a lot of, we're friends for 2 episodes and we're bickering the next episode and all that kind of stuff. So I am really excited to see that genuine growth of a friendship and like the beautifulness of it. K. Michelle, finally, honey, you're on Real Housewives. I have been waiting, okay? I've been waiting for K. Michelle to get her ass off of that Love and Hip Hop and to get into some real TV. Not that Love and Hip Hop isn't real TV, but like, Anyways, K. Michelle, I love the story of her music journey. I love hearing about how they kind of pushed her into R&B, even though she always wanted to do country. And we all know she had a whole scholarship from, was it yodeling? I think it was like yodeling. She got a scholarship for school. Like, she is meant for country, and I'm ecstatic for this country album that she's dropping. Like I mentioned before, she's already beefing with Drew, and Drew does not realize who she's in the ring with. And if you watch K. Michelle and like Love and Hip Hop and stuff, you know K. Michelle will pop the off. My money is on K. Michelle. Thank you very much. Now we're gonna talk about Portia. I had to leave Portia for last because I got the most notes about her. Y'all, the divorce is final. If you didn't know, now you know. Divorce is final, okay? Her and Shamia are not friends, but they're cordial for the show. But again, that whole friendship goes really deep. So I don't really know how I feel. I'm always team Portia, but in this situation, I don't think I'm team anybody, because there's a lot that we don't know as viewers and as an audience, because they're never gonna tell us. At least the respect is still there, but I'm still kind of like, who's really in the wrong here? Who's in the right? You both did something dirty, but like, it's hard to balance it out. First of all, she is very giddy about this new man. I didn't even catch his name, but he has a gorgeous smile. I think he's really cute. I love seeing Portia giddy and happy. I'm not gonna say she's in love, but she's definitely in lust. She's in something, okay? I love that her sister Lauren was like, ooh, tell us the timeline. And then she's like, well, this happened like pandemic. And everyone at the table was like, girl, You met this man. Is there a crossover? As we all know, or at least we should know publicly, this is not the only person she be dating. Isn't there like a stud that she's apparently like all up in love and lust with too? I would like to see how that crosses over into the season. If we do get that crossover, we better, because I want the full story. Shoot, is Dennis in the mix too? Let me hush before I start rumors, y'all. But we're thinking the same thing, right? Okay, that's my critiques and my notes about each person. Absolutely love all the confessional looks so far, except Kelly in that silvery getup. I just think it was too much. I think she looked great during the first episode. Everyone else's confessional looks were pretty great. I will give this premiere episode, I'm gonna say a 7 out of 10. I did want a little bit more and especially comparing it to Rhode Island's premiere episode, I was like, oh, Rhode Island gave a little bit more excitement. I know that there's going to be more excitement coming throughout the season just based off what they showed for the trailer. But the first episode, I would say about 7, even, okay, 7.5 out of 10. It definitely wasn't an 8, but it was a good intro. It's a slower burn into the season that we know is going to be quite explosive, especially with Drew and K. Michelle. It's going to be a good season. I'm really excited. I'll probably be doing like reactions on my TikTok page, so make sure you do follow me on social media, because I don't want to put up videos every single week about Real Housewives of Atlanta or Rhode Island or whatever else is playing this summer. So do make sure you are following me, and I'll definitely do like mid-season review and then end of season review, and obviously reunion. If you guys know me, you know I love talking about the reunions, talking about what people wear. So make sure you follow me on all social media. I am very, very active on everything that I'm on. And until next time, peace out.